Hi, welcome to Miss Witt's virtual back to school night. I'm sorry that it's looking a little different today based off of things that have happened. So thank you all for being patient and flexible with me. To start, I'm just going to do a little bit about me. This is a picture of me, my husband, and my son. And I just love that picture. I love them. I went to Randolph-Macon College where I played soccer and lacrosse I played lacrosse for a season and soccer all 4 years. I went to George Mason University where I got my master's degree in education. This is my sixth year teaching fifth grade. Sixth year teaching fifth grade. And I love anything sports, outdoorsy, you name it, I would love to do it. And then a few quotes for me that I like to use. If it doesn't challenge you, it won't change you. So my biggest thing in my classroom is that it needs to be a challenge. I'm not going to just give you the answer or the student the answer, but I will help you get there. And then also in this class, we don't do easy. We make easy happen through hard work and learning. So when the kids are like, oh, this is easy, that's because they know it. But it takes a while for us to get there. So just a few tidbits in what my beliefs are. Communication. PowerSchool is the best way to keep up to date with your child's grades and be aware of any missing assignments. Schoology is also our big communication push this year. Homeroom, mine has colored pencils on it. I know you all have been on it as well as the kids have also logged in too. Math 5-6, if your child is in Math 5-6, they have their own site that has homework and updates there. And the best way to contact me is by email. So whether you want to email me to set up a phone conference, a Zoom conference, or just talk on the phone, or if you just want to shoot me an email, any of those are the best way to get in touch with me. For common goals, we want to work on organization skills, study skills, and then being able to work cooperatively and independently. Responsibility is a big thing this year. So kids taking responsibility for their classwork, their homework, their tests and quizzes. They're given plenty of time during class, okay? And so it's their responsibility instead of always, well, I didn't do this because we're working on the actual accountability of it. We're also working on creative and critical thinking, creating a classroom environment where people are respectful of one another, and then an environment that is accepting and inclusive. And so we're working to become a charger for when we go to middle school next year, which is very exciting. And the big push from the county this year is Schoology. So the good news is once you're connected, you're connected for the following years, which is exciting. So you don't have to go through all that craziness again. My WITS weekly review will be posted on Schoology. I've also been sending it in an email blast as well. My WITS weekly review has lots of information in it, so please make sure you read those thoroughly. And then in the event that we must go virtual, fingers crossed we don't have to and we stay face to face, you'll need to be connected to Schoology for teaching purposes, so for assignments from me. Attendance, if your student's going to be absent, please send a note to me or an email or whatever it may be, so that way we can get it to the office and it's an excused absent. If there's any change in dismissal, please email me or Mrs. Caton. Oftentimes, I don't have time to sit down and check my email. So if you also send it to Mrs. Caton, that would help ease my mind since I don't always get a chance to sit because I'm running around helping everyone. So if they are absent, I will catch them up at school and I will send home work that I want to be completed and then returned. Also, if it's just practice, extra stuff, then I'll just write practice at the top. Please help your child make up absent work and make sure it's done promptly, not 2 weeks later, but in a good amount of time. And just to reiterate, 5 unexcused absences is reported to the central office, and then more than 20 days of unexcused absences could result in retention for next year. So safety, which I know is a big thing, Please make sure that you are doing wellness checks every single morning. That is very important because you are the starting block of whoever comes to school. So if they have a fever and you didn't do your wellness check, then they're bringing that fever to school, whether it just be like a cold, or if it is something other than that. Please be doing your wellness checks. Better safe than sorry. Wearing a mask. So the students have been doing a great job wearing a mask. We've been doing mask breaks. And then during snack time, we don't have a set snack time. That way they can all take their mask down and eat and drink. That way it's not everyone in the room at one time, but it is that way for lunch because it's lunchtime. Social distancing, 3 feet inside with your mask on, and then 6 feet outside with your mask off. And so I do have to remind students, if you guys could please help reiterate that at home, that would be very appreciative. Lanyards can stay at school. That way they're not bringing them back and forth. However, if you want them to bring them home and that's what works for you and your family, then you may do that. Students, please remind them to wash their hands or use hand sanitizer. A lot of them have their own bottle on their desk. Make sure that students are bringing a water bottle and snack. Okay, we've had a lot of kids coming in and being like, oh, I'm hungry. And it's like, well, do you have your snack? And then they like forget their snack. So please make sure you're sending a snack in with them, and definitely a water bottle to stay hydrated. And we are also wiping down commonly used areas and surfaces and shared items to make sure that our sanity is top notch. And for the homework and folders, complete to practice and apply. Oh, homework is completed to practice and apply skills or concepts that they have learned in the classroom. I will not send homework home if they haven't learned it. So it will only be if they have already learned and mastered that skill. Also, please check your child's daily folder for graded papers and other flyers or information from Cool Spring. We're going to try to stick with this every Tuesday thing since we were in the groove last year for Tuesday folders. If it's something that needs to go home right away, then it will obviously be put into their folders then, but majority of the time it will be on Tuesday when they will get a big chunk of papers. And then homework every night. Please read at least 20 minutes every night. Students have a monthly reading log, so they should be filling that out, and then you all should be signing that for them. And then please practice math facts or fluency facts. Math facts is a big thing, especially the multiplication ones. And then a little bit about the curriculum, what we're going to be learning this year. We have new science standards this year, and our theme for 5th grade is energy. Our SOL will be tested on 4th and 5th grade science, and we're going to do lots of hands-on learning, but that can only occur if our behavior allows. So if our behavior doesn't allow it, then we won't be able to do it. And I've had to talk sometimes because we like to get a little distracted with our chatting, but please remind them that, hey, like when it's science, we want to do hands-on learning, so make sure that you are focusing and giving it your best. Social studies, we will be learning about geography, map skills, oceans, continents, all the other things there. Language arts, again, will be reading, writing, word study, and then public speaking, so when kids present their projects. And then math, there's a lot of different math standards, but our biggest focus this year is computation and problem solving, and then practicing math facts. And math and science notebooks should be coming home every single night and back to school. So they go home at night and they come back to school the next day. All right, and lastly, classroom management. So we have Class Dojo. I sent the links codes home in the packet from the open house. So if you still need one, please shoot me an email and I can get that code to you. Class Dojo, it's an online communication tool. Parents and students can access it to see it. Students accrue points. I also take pictures. There's no set amount that they can earn during a day. However, I don't always have my phone on me, so sometimes it'll be at the end of the day. Sorry. It'll be at the end of the day or just throughout the day whenever I have my phone on me, and they can redeem it for points, prizes, stickers, and activities. In behavior, we are in class to learn, not socialize, and I know it's been a while since people have seen each other or seen others but please remind them that we are in class to learn and not to socialize. But when we do learn, we're doing lots of hands-on activity, groups, partners, and stuff, so they should have a chance to socialize during those learning experiences. Also, we're going to learn how to work in groups and with different people. And then if I have any behavior issues or concerns, I will reach out to you regarding that. And as always, thank you for your continued support. It takes teamwork, and I'm looking forward to an amazing year with you all. I appreciate you all being flexible, and I'm sorry that our virtual back to school night is a recording. It's just what happened today, and we're taking it one day at a time and being flexible. So thank you again. If you ever have any questions or concerns, please feel free to email me at awitt, WITT, at hcps.us. Thank you all and have a great night.